Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So I thought it'd be fun to do another book haul. I know there's a lot of book hauls recently, but I'm hoping that this will be the last one for this year. Please note the word hoping. So it is quite a smaller one than usual, which I suppose is a good thing. I've got about, I want to say, maybe 12 books. I haven't really counted them, to be honest, but I'm just gonna quickly show them, and yeah, so let's just get into it. Okay, first off is Reckless by Elsie Silver. So this book I actually already own, but I'm collecting the series for a second time, so that I have like one set for annotating, one set normally. So this one is for the annotating because obviously I have the ones up here already, but this was like £2.50 from the works, so it's not like too bad, whereas like those ones I paid Amazon prices for, which was like, I want to say like £9 each, and I don't really want to be damaging them when I can just get like new copies for £2.50. It makes sense in my head. It's kind of like a girl math thing. It makes sense in my head. Then we have Babel or Babel. That's kind of like an argument, debate. I'm gonna say Babel because that's what I think it is. But this book I've heard so many great things about, but I don't know what it's about. And I did try and read the back, but I'm going to be quite honest with you, I don't understand what it says at all. And I read it twice and I just can't wrap my head around it. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is watch reviews on YouTube to try and get a better understanding of it before I actually try and read it. But I am very excited to give this a go because, like I said, I have heard many good things about it, and it is the book of the year. Then we have What If It's Us and Here's to Us. Now I'm not sure what one's the first one and second. I think this one's the first, this one's the second. Yeah, because this one's 2 years later. So I actually haven't heard much about this. I think this was more popular like a couple of years ago. But I am very excited to read this because I have read Adam Sylvia, if that's how you say it. Sorry if I said that wrong. It's before that I read They Both Die at the End. I own the first to die. Oh, at the end, but I haven't read it yet. So I am very excited to dive into this series because it does sound really interesting to me. Next we have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. So I am collecting Ali Hazelwood's books because they are just so like fast paced, fun reads. And I mean, an Ali Hazelwood book is just so great to pick up when you want something easy. And like I said, fun, fast paced. And I haven't heard anything about this one quite yet, but it does sound really interesting from the back. So from what I'm getting, it's about Mallory, and she's done with playing chess. She doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. And then there's Nolan, who's like, I'm going to guess like one of the best, I'm not sure. And then somehow they like come together or whatever. But I am very excited to read this, and hopefully I can read it before the end of the year. We'll see. Then for a book I am so excited for, it's unbelievable, it is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. So I've read all of Lauren Asher's books, and The Final Offer is probably my favourite that she's written. Then there's this one, which obviously I haven't read yet, but it is set in the same small town as Final Offer, and I absolutely love that small town. So I'm so excited for this one. I don't even know what it's about fully, like too much. I'm just so excited for it. I believe it is about childhood friends to lovers or something like that. I'm not sure, but like I said, I'm very excited because it is kind of like connected sort of into the Dreamland Billionaire series, but mainly the Final Offer. And like I said, that's my favourite book that she's written, favourite book in that series. I just absolutely love that book, and so I'm very excited for this one. And then next we have the Pumpkin Spice Latte. So this was £2.50 from the works, and I absolutely love this cover. I'm obsessed. Now in October, most people are reading it, and I heard controversial things about it. Like some people loved it, some people thought it was just okay. But I do really want to read it, and the fact that it's from Laurie Gilmore, like, how ironic. I don't know if to read this like now, because like if I want to read it this year, like now is my time, or just wait until next year. But I really do want to read it, but I'm going to see how I feel, because it is currently the 17th of November, so I could get away with it, but would I feel better reading it in October? I don't know. But then I have to wait a whole year, and like, can I do that? I don't know. So this is about Jeannie, and her aunt gives her a pumpkin spice cafe in a small town, and then there's Logan, who is a local farmer, and he avoids like all the gossip in the small town. But then there's Jeannie, who disrupts his Logan's like routine, and he is like trying to stay away from the small town gossip. He doesn't like it, but then he does want to see Jeannie, and he kind of like finds her attractive, and going to guess how that's how it works. But it does sound really fun, and I love a small town romance. Then I got Matthew Perry's memoir. I did read this sometime at the beginning of the year, but I did want a physical copy of it, so I decided to pick it up now. Then we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. So I loved Fourth Ring. This I have started, and I'm at about 112 pages in at the moment, and I'm not going to say much because I'm hoping to do a full reading vlog on it. But this is so thick, like I can't even actually read the hardcover. Like I tried, but it's just way too big for me to even like pick up, and it's quite heavy. But I do absolutely love the cover, and like this here, amazing. I don't think Fourth Wing has that, unless I just didn't see it. I'm gonna have a look now actually. Yeah, no, they don't. It just has the map. Yeah, I am excited to dive more into Iron Flame because I have heard very controversial things about this, if I'm being completely honest. So we will see. And then finally we have King of Greed by Anna Huang. This is the third book in the series. What's the series called? Kings of Sin. And the first and second book I absolutely loved so much. So I'm very excited to dive into this one. So I did read the back, and this is about Dominique, and he is married, but he thinks he has everything because he's rich, he's got a perfect home, a perfect wife. And then there is his wife Alessandra, I think that's how you say it. And she's had enough of her husband and she's going to leave him. But then her husband Dominique decides to finally fight for her because he realizes, actually, I might think I have the perfect everything, but am I treating her right? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? So I am looking forward to reading this because it just sounds so interesting. They just fell. I'll sort that out in a minute. So those are all the books. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.